Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live, and today we're at Stingaree Restaurant. In fact, it's November, it's oyster season, and Stingaree's known for their Oyster Jubilee, a Texas-sized meal that comes out in 3 stages. In fact, here comes the first stage now, and I'm gonna break it down and show you exactly what you get. Now, once you order, you've got some great surroundings here overlooking East Galveston Bay. And they're going to bring you a cup of oyster gumbo, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 raw oysters. And I tell you what, these are awesome oysters. In fact, these oysters are raised in East Bay. They're farmed oysters, but they are in the bay, East Galveston Bay actually. And so if you look around Peppers, if I'm not mistaken, it's Peppers. These oysters were raised maybe a mile from here, half-mile from here across water. But you know, the gumbo here at Stingaree is fabulous. And I'm going to show you these oysters real quick. They're great looking oysters. Stingaree's known for their Oyster Jubilee. And this is a Texas-sized meal. In fact, let's taste this gumbo a little bit. Perfect. You can't beat Stingaree gumbo. So I'm going to dig in on these, and we're going to wait for our next round, which is the hot plate. And there's 2 oysters in each section. We're going to have Rockefeller, spinach, and cheese, and then cheese and wine. And whenever I come up here for Oyster Jubilee or all you can eat oysters, and they have that typically sometimes of the year, I always get a bunch of hot plates. So I'm going to enjoy this. Let's wait for the next round. You can't beat raw oysters at Stingaree Restaurant, especially East Galveston Bay raised raw oysters. They taste great. Well, I can tell you the oyster gumbo and the raw oysters was fabulous, but now it's time for the hot plate. In fact, here it comes now. And like I said, this comes out in 3 stages. And as soon as she gets the other taken off, I'm gonna show you this. This has a total of 12 oysters, Rockefeller, cheese and spinach, and Benevilla. And I'm gonna drop my napkin probably, but I tell you what, look at that. And like I said earlier, if you come down here, when I come down, I could eat just the hot plate. And especially after I've had those raw oysters, the taste of them, and like I said, these are East Galveston Bay raised oysters. These are farm raised oysters, but they're in East Galveston Bay, probably about a half-mile from here. And let's taste one of these. This is I think this is the wine and cheese maybe, or Benevilla. This is fabulous. And I'm a cheese lover, so I love these. If I can get it in. Perfect. I'm going to finish these up, and we're going to wait for the last plate. And that plate's going to have your fried, your French grilled, and then some cold slaw to finish it off. This is a Texas-sized plate. When you leave here, I hope you have a recliner at home, because I think that's where I'm going to go. Stay tuned. We've got the hot plate coming out next. I'm going to enjoy these. Well, I finished the hot plate, and I tell you what, I think I've got just enough room for the next plate, which is the final round of oysters. In fact, here they come now. And this is the fried plate. This includes your cold slaw, a side, and then fried oysters and French grilled oysters. And I tell you what, the French grilled oysters here at Stingaree is unbelievable. And the fried oysters are great, but I love the French grilled. In fact, between the hot plate and the French grilled, I can't pick out which one's my favorite, but I'd love to eat dozens of them. Let's try one of the French grilled. And these French grilled are done on the grill typically, rolled in flour and then grilled a little bit, so they're real light. And then the oysters, but if you're looking for a Texas-sized platter, oyster platter, and you love oysters, head on down to Stingaree Restaurant. They're open Wednesday through Sunday at 11 a.m. They're open till, I believe, 9 o'clock on Friday and Saturday night. What better way to make a day trip down? Maybe not for the weekend. Maybe you want to just come down for the day, Saturday or Sunday, or maybe during the week on Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, and enjoy a Texas oyster dinner here at Stingaree Restaurant. French grilled and the fried. In fact, let me show you one of the fried oysters. Crispy, luscious, and great. In fact, like I said before, they're raised about a mile from here, 3/4 of a mile in East Galveston Bay. So the taste is great. We're gonna head on out. I'm gonna finish this off, and I already called Chris, my wife, and said, hey, you don't have to worry about cooking tonight because I'm gonna go down at lunch and promote the oysters. And I can tell you, I need to go home and take a nap and probably won't be hungry tonight. So I'm gonna dig in on these. Remember, Stingaree Restaurant, for more information, you can go to their website at stingaree.com. A great place overlooking East Galveston Bay. I'm gonna finish off these oysters. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. Come enjoy an Oyster Jubilee here at Stingaree Restaurant. God bless and bye-bye. Video equipment is sponsored by Crystal Beach Decor and More, located at 1959 Highway 87 in Crystal Beach, Texas, and Beachy Beatnik Boutique and Jewelry, located at 970 Surfside and Highway 87 in Crystal Beach, Texas. Thank you to these two businesses for being our 2025 video equipment sponsor for Bolivar Live.